What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a few things with Hideo Kojima, Death Stranding, rumored, Metal Gear game, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to kind of put it together because, well, one thing I kind of just want to talk about, the Death Stranding thing, which I think is cool, and it's probably the least big thing of the entire story. Ironically, right? Because Death Stranding was a pretty darn popular game, definitely a split game. You go on Twitter right now, like IGN showed pictures of it and kind of, I think, reposted the trailer. There's a lot of people that are not happy about Death Stranding, don't see why it needs a director's cut, any additional upgrade, any additional content, all that kind of stuff. I really have very little to say about that other than, if it is a free upgrade and you get a couple extra things and you have to pay $5, $10, $15 for those extra things, I don't have the biggest problem with it. I know the ending. I've played the game. I haven't beaten the game, although I looked up the rest of the stuff online. So this would be a good chance for me to go back into it, and later this year, later in 2021. Now, to me, the bigger things were actually not in that, not in that announcement itself. I noticed, and I said this, we live streamed the Summer Game Fest. We had a blast doing it. I noticed that the way Hideo Kojima was talking, where he was saying, we can't say anything that we're doing right now, and, talking about how, he likes to throw in some things happening in the world into his game, but he likes to try to almost predict what's going to happen. Death Stranding was a pretty good prediction, right? What I found interesting about all that was, there were rumors that he was working on the Silent Hill horror game, and whether it was with Sony or it was a separate Silent Hill game, and then that game was canceled, and he started up a second game. Now, that's only been a rumor. It's not confirmed, obviously, but the way he was talking really does sound like he was working on a game. He's not anymore, and that he's working on a new game that he kind of started very recently. That's the sense, based off what he said, and you can read the subtitles of what he said. That's just kind of the sense I got, okay? So that's one thing. That was one thing. Another thing was, Norman Reedus' character in the game, Sam, him playing with the box. Now, clearly, that specifically was a Metal Gear reference. There's no way you could not see that, all right? Now, the issue is, okay, we have rumors that Blue Point, which is the studio that made Shadow of the Colossus, Demon Souls remake, all that stuff, right? Sony, or I guess they're not Sony bought, but they do work with Sony. They are making the Metal Gear remake. They're making the remake of the first game. That's a rumor. There's also rumors that both Microsoft and Sony have probably pitched Konami ideas for Metal Gear and Silent Hill, okay? Now, there's also rumors that Xbox has a deal with Hideo Kojima and that his next big game is going to be Xbox exclusive. I understand people not wanting to believe it, especially if you're a PlayStation fan. I have no problem if you are a fan of these consoles or these companies, okay? I have said it before. I'm not going to get into the console wars. I go where the games are. If there's a good game somewhere and I don't have that thing that it's on, I will find a way to get it and I will play that game, okay? So I'm not going to participate in the console wars, but I do understand, especially because it's only a rumor. It's not confirmed, right? And people are kind of harping on it. I get why people would be upset about it, or at least maybe even not believe it, but I do think that's going to happen, okay? I do think Hideo's next game, and I do think we're close enough where I can call him on a first-name basis, is going to be an Xbox exclusive. But the thing is, he teased Metal Gear, and was that a tease, or was that just something kind of funny to do to show? They really could have had it a tease that he is either working on a Metal Gear game or he knows a Metal Gear game is happening, or it was just a fun little thing where it's we're going to do Death Stranding on PS5, and I actually had predicted that for quite a while, for a long time, so I'm finally, I guess I got that one right. I get a lot of things wrong, but I got that one right, and maybe he was we need something to show. We could just show a trailer, but maybe let's make it fun and let's reference my other game. And so that's how that came about. I honestly don't know. I believe the rumors that Sony is making a remake of one, but could Hideo Kojima, could he be making a game, a brand? So they're only remaking one. Is Hideo Kojima making a brand new Metal Gear game, and that one is exclusive to Microsoft? But here's the thing. Why would he tease that in a Death Stranding PS5 trailer. Now, the deal with Xbox, I'm not saying like those two things completely conflict where it's like he can't have Death Stranding exist or be on PS5 while also working with Xbox. No, but like the tease for the game coming to PS5 in that trailer, the 2-minute thing, right? Why would you tease a Metal Gear game that you're making with the like the opposition console? It doesn't make sense. I don't think it would fly with Sony, to be flat out. I mean, I could be wrong, but I personally just don't think it would fly. So in my opinion, I almost look at it as either a tease of Blue Point remaking 1, or just something fun to do, okay? One final thing too, again, I caught this in the live stream, is that, and I think a lot of other people have noticed it too, is that Jeff Keighley, after he had talked to Hideo Kojima and he looked, back to the crowd, he said that he believes like we're going to get the full reveal of Death Stranding on PS5 in a few weeks. Now, in my opinion, that can only happen at a Sony event. So I think Jeff Keighley and maybe not even accidentally, right? But he teased Sony event in a couple weeks. That could be the biggest thing that came out of Summer Game Fest. That could be the biggest thing that came out of that game announcement, is that Sony, we've heard a lot that Sony is going to do it late June, early July. Now, that could be moved, and I kind of hope it's moved, but if it's true, and if all those people are telling the truth, and then Jeff does it, now maybe Jeff is looking at other he follows a lot of people that are insiders, so maybe he doesn't know, but he saw other people say, late June, early July, and then he's putting 2 and 2 together, but like, he loves Hideo Kojima. We know how much they love each other, or specifically Jeff Keighley to Hideo Kojima. We know they talk. We know, they're close. So I would imagine he knows something. So that's another big. I mean, to me, Death Stranding on PS5 is big. I'm finally going to beat it, and I'll be able to beat it on PS5, and I'm excited about that. But the biggest thing to me wasn't even that. It was the confusion with Metal Gear. It was potentially hinting at Sony doing a show in just a few weeks, right? Those, and also, again, the talks of, well, he's hinting at Metal Gear, but he's doing an Xbox exclusive. So is it an Xbox? Like what's going on? That, I think, is the biggest thing that kind of came out of that whole discussion, okay? And I would say clarification and confirmation, I think, on he was working on a game, canceled, new game now. That's what I got the sense from him. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Did you read into those things too? Do you think I'm kind of reaching on it? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. I do a brand new video on this channel every single day. We're probably going to do more than a video every day the next couple because of E3 and all that stuff. So there's going to be a lot of videos on this channel, and I hope to see you guys there.